Good morning, I'm Steve Johnson with a reminder you can get our iPhone, iPad, and Android app. It's available for free in the App Store and on Google Play. The Dove also available on Roku as well. In the news today, 2 days after a massive earthquake struck southwestern Pakistan, rescuers are still struggling to help survivors. The death toll from the quake climbed to 348 today, with more than 500 people injured. Survivors are complaining that aid just isn't reaching the far-flung areas, as militants fired 2 rockets at a government relief helicopter, narrowly missing them. On board, the chopper was the head of Pakistan's National Disaster Management Authority. The quake registered a magnitude of 7.7. Oregon Congressman Greg Walden praising House of Representatives approval. This is for extending federal timber payments to rural counties. The vote was unanimous. In comments on the House floor, Walden stressed that the federal money going to rural counties should not be confused with a government handout.
The status quo of asking Uncle Sam for a check year after year is simply not sustainable. However, managing our federal forests, generating jobs and revenue, that's sustainable.
Walden is urging Senate passage of that bill, which it must do before it goes to President Obama for a signature. Well, you may have noticed police agencies from around Oregon, Washington, and California cruising the streets of southern Oregon. They're not looking out for state suspects of their own. Rather, most likely they're ramping up their drug seizure efforts. Medford is host this week to more than 50 police agencies from the 3 states, with drug dogs and their handlers being trained in the latest drug seizure techniques, and an 8-station course has been set up to simulate just where the drugs could be stashed. In the past, German Shepherds have been associated with drug-sniffing dogs, but Medford officer Rob Havis says that has changed.
With the war efforts going on, they're using the Malinois and the German Shepherds as bomb detection dogs, and so they've really depleted the availability. We've always used the sporting breeds, but I think we've become more dependent on it post 9/11.
The dog training culminates in certification of dogs and their handlers to be used in court cases involving drug seizures. Well, skipper Jimmy Spithill and Oracle Team USA have won the America's Cup with one of the greatest comebacks in sports history. Spithill steered Oracle's space-age 72-foot catamaran to its 8th straight victory, speeding past Dean Barker and Emirates Team New Zealand in the winner-take-all Race 19 on San Francisco Bay to keep the oldest trophy in international sports in the United States. All but defeated a week ago, the 34-year-old Australian and his international crew twice rallied from a 7-point deficit to win 9-8 on Wednesday. Let's take a look at what we can expect on the weather scene. And for Medford and Grants Pass, partly sunny skies for the next few days with a high of 64 today, 69 tomorrow, 74 on Saturday. For the Klamath Falls area, we can also expect partly sunny skies, 53 the high today, up to 59, and then 67 expected on Saturday. Heading to the coast and Brookings, partly sunny, high of 66 today, a low of 47 tonight, 70 the high tomorrow, and then dipping down to 62 the high on Saturday. For Port Orford and Coos Bay, partly sunny today, 65, 68 tomorrow, and then it's the one place where you can expect a chance of rain, 40% on Saturday with a high of 68. And for Northern California and Wairika, partly sunny today, a high of 68, rising to 66 on Friday, 74 on Saturday, with the lows in the low 30s to upper 40s. That's a look at news and weather. You're up to date here on the Dove.